Thanks, Jason. I know we've already talked about it, but this is Jason's first night as an MC. He was extremely excited about being able to do that because I think you told me a couple of weeks ago you've been here 4 years, and he didn't talk to me for 3 of those 4. And so he's come a long way, and we're proud of you, Jason. You're just, Saturday night is to help us all to grow in all of our different areas of life, mentally, physically, socially, spiritually, financially, in all these different areas, because we want you to do better, be better, because when you're better, then we're better. So I'm glad you're here. And Brian, thank you. That your story blessed me and touched me. I really don't remember what you said the last time you was here. What I remember more than anything else was our conversation that we had up there around the stairs. I don't know what we were doing. We were talking, and I know you were in the midst of a spiritual evolution at that time, and things were happening, and you know what? We're all in that spiritual evolution, revolution, evolving. The reality is, when we're going through our life, we don't see how things line up. That we can't connect the dots going forward. Right? We're not. We'd like to be able to do that, and maybe we can occasionally. But after we get down the road a ways, we can look back and we can see the pattern. Those things that just were events, we call them circumstances, that just happened to show up, like you were talking about, different people that's brought in your life, because we've all had people show up in our life that if they were not there, things would have been different, right? And choices, okay? What if you would have made other choices in your life? Where would you be today? Yeah. And so, and there were things that helped you to bump you in making those choices. And you think that it was entirely you, but I believe, like Brian said, that God had something to do with that. Yes. I got a question for you. Are you up to a question? All right. The question is, life is what to you? What is life to you? What is life to you? What is it that you want out of life? Life is what to you? Opportunity? I heard something else. Excuse me?
I said not a bowl of cherries.
Not a bowl of cherries. Okay. However we see it, that's how it is to us, right? And that's where we're at. And if we choose to embrace that life, okay, even though there are some challenges, if we're willing to step into that, and like Brian said, it's better to have him with us than by ourselves. Would you agree with that? So what is it that you want out of life? What is it that you want? I'm driving this bus. Oh, yeah, you're driving the van, okay? All right. I'm going to do a Jesus on you. I'll answer you if you answer me. How about that? Jesus said, you answer me and I'll answer you. Okay? And what I want is I want all of us to be better. Okay? I want to add value to everyone. In this meeting, outside this meeting, I purpose try to add value everywhere I go. That's my desire. So that's what I want. Since you put me, threw it back on me. Now, last week we did a visualization. You remember? Would you be interested in working on that again tonight? Okay. As I was meditating and praying about this today, it came up again a while ago while you were talking, Brian, because this visitation has a little bit of a twist to the visitation, not visitation, but visualization that we had last week, and to help us maybe be a little more receptive to healing. Are you interested in that? Is there anybody that's not interested in that? Okay, all right. Okay, so we have about 10 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and go into it, and so that's kind of our target here, is to help you to connect in this visualization for healing. And Brian, hopefully this isn't putting you under the spotlight here, but when you were talking, I thought maybe that's the reason why I got this. And just if you're so inclined, you don't have to get out of your seat or anything. Nobody has to get out or anything. And you don't have to do this, but I invite you to do it. And let's see what happens. Okay? How about that? Sound like a deal? Yeah. All right. For those that are new here, our method is that what we do is put our hands over our heart, and because we put our hands over the heart, and where we touch, that's where our attention goes. And as we put our hand over our heart, one hand or both hands, you don't have to do that if you don't want to, but as we do that, we put our attention there and we breathe. And I'd like for you to breathe. Just breathe. Breathe deeply. And if you can see, actually, and this may sound strange, but breathe right through that heart space that we breathe. And as we breathe, our heart begins to open. And I want you to think of somebody that you love. Somebody that loves you, and that you can feel their love. And I want you to draw that love to you right now. And I want you to draw that love into your heart. And I want you to feel that. Can you feel that? Can you feel their love? Breathe. Breathe. Now, I want you to think of something or someone or an occasion that you're grateful for. Breathe. I want you to feel that gratefulness. Breathe. Yes. Now, I want you to visualize out in front of you. We were talking about people that you wanted their positive characteristics in your life. And the fourth one that we did was God, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. I want you to visualize them out in front of you. Can you do that? Visualize that and see them turn into a tree for you. A big tree with good fruit. Can you do that? And remember last time that fruit was there for us, and I want you to walk up to that tree, and I want you to get a piece of that fruit, but ask which piece of fruit you need to get. And tonight, the fruit, I believe, is going to be some healing fruit. And let that fruit present itself to you. Let it brighten up so you know which it is. And wherever it is on the tree, it'll come down to you. And let it come to you. And then you take it. Can you do that? Breathe. And that fruit is golden but translucent. You know that there is something special about that fruit. You don't know how you know, but you do know. And you got that fruit. And now I want you to take a bite of that fruit. And let that fruit be in your mouth. And because it's a different kind of fruit, it regenerates. And you have it in your mouth. And you don't know how you know, but it starts to glow. You know what? It glows inside of you. If you want and if you can, or just see it in your mind's eye, that glowing is that light, that healing. And I want you to see that healing going to those places or spots, if you can touch it, or that you just visualize it, those spots in your body, those places. Just see that healing energy, that light from this fruit go into those places as you swallow. Allow it to go into your system. You're releasing it to move, whether it's in your mind, your body, your back. As I did this earlier today, I just saw it moving down my spine, energizing the cells and tissues. Just allow it to move in throughout your body. I want you to notice something right now. I want you to be aware of your body. If there's any particular feeling or sensation, just be aware. It's okay. And allow that to move. There can be several places. It can be all of your body if you want. Just allow it to work. We don't know how it works. We're just going to let it. Breathe. Breathe. Now it leaves a little bit of itself in all of those different places for you. And that light now somehow comes out of our body and returns back.